right, check it out. Namhlanje, fethu yazi, I'm so blessed. Today joining me is uSisi ohloniphekile fethu. Yazi uhloniphekile fethu. Yo. Very talented musician othandwayo everywhere she goes. Ngoba uyayenza lento yakhe fethu, you know. Please help me welcome Simmy. Simmy, unjani?
Hello, sanibonani. Ngiyaphila njani?
Sikhona nathi Simmy. Umgqibelo ukuphethe kanjani namhlanje? You right?
Ungiphethe kahle. I have meetings after this, but so far it's a beautiful day.
That's good. You know, Simmy, yeah. I was thinking to myself, ngiyibuza nje ukuthi yazi, do you have haters? Like, have you ever gotten hate nje? Like umuntu mhlawumbe atweet athi yazi uSimmy mfethu uyangicika or uSimmy, you know, like has that ever happened?
But you know, more out there, yeah, it's like we told us biggie when you othanda like her, ungathandi unlike her. So, but yeah, again, but I'm cool.
Okay, that's good. But nje kodwa. I can't think of anyone hating on you. That's the thing. I'm trying so hard. But let's move on, right? So, Simmy, look, well done. I mean, well done, Gakulu, on your nominations, on the work that you've been doing. Ukhona lapha again at the Summers, you know, Best Afro Pop, Best Produced Album. That's really, really cool.
Thank you, Gabon.
No, for shizzle. So it seems as though that award seems to elude you, you know. Even though I personally think you deserved it, right? But that's my opinion. So would it mean a lot for you, to win Glonyaga, or noma aunandaba anymore?
No, nginendaba, you know, as ngangisho, I think sakhuluma about it always last time. I-recognition iyodwa into enkulu kumina, so especially this time around when Kumela the guys and best produced album nominee. So it means a lot to me because I think njengoba ngihlala nama producers isikhathi esiningi I really appreciate the production more now, and that's why I'm always a producer on my side. And everyone, it's for the culture, you know, your music is wins, and just to thank everyone stands like we album. So yeah, I'm happy about both nominations, but mostly the best produced, Some of fingers, I mean, lie. But if I don't, it's cool, and we move and we push even harder.
Well, I'll be honest, the competition is tight, but it has to be, right? It has to be, you know. I mean, now we go to the fact to corner lap. Like, I mean, honestly, I think you're going to win. But then, I
hope so.
So I remember the last time you were on the show, I asked you what the name of your album is going to be. Well, you took a Ferry Made of Stars, and you said, Uguti, you're having a bit of trouble. So was it hard to come up with this name?
Bekunzima ngendlela, but I kept mentioning, I was like, I feel like ngisesendaweni eyodwa but ngikwenye indawo at the same time. NguSimmy lo wasekuqaleni but ngikhulile even more, so it's like I'm still telling the same stories but in a different way. And I was like, I think ukusuka kwami la manje as a fairy ngisuka phansi ngiyandiza, and it's only to the stars from here onwards. So yeah, the guys bangisiza, but no, Made of Stars. I remember ngangifake t-shirt ebhalwe ukuthi Made of Stars, and uSandile was like, if I looked in a t-shirt tag, it's Made of Stars, and then that was it. Together, Fairy Made of Stars.
Wow. I actually like that analogy. You could see, you know, the fairy, the wings growing, flying to the stars. That's really cool. So just on that note, right? You mentioned Uguti usukhulile manje, you're more confident. So I just noticed, Uguti, in your first album, Tugela Ferry, your songs were more about umjolo, you know, songs like Umahlalele, Ubala. Kodwa manje, you know, you're singing more about hope. You know, you're singing about CTM and all those things. With the Makaya, we were here. So you were dealing with the heart, ne? And manje so dealing with spirit. So what is the reason for that?
I really don't think there's any reason. I think as intenza music uhlezi une energy yawo, and once we'll keep a foot abantu decided that, because that's what we do. After sending home a studio, they keep a segment to CC management, and we're like, listen. So with first album, I think music is sense more or richer. Kakhulu kubantu wazingoma ezifana noMahlalela. Also I think nokuba upbeat, you know, kuyasebenza sometimes, because the slower songs abantu bathatha isikhathi. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, with the second album, I think nakhona energy yakhona yazisholo yona. And again, during lockdown, I think everyone is really just going through a rough time, and spiritually, as the fairy, I was there. So abantu bamkela emakhaya, just like you were here, you know. So I released the album before we even released it as a single. Abantu were just like, we were here, watching summer streams. So yeah, it's really just always the energy abantu.
Okay. I see. So you are the fairy god Simmy, ne?
Yes.
I like that. All right, cool. So I have so much to ask you, but we have to bring it to a close. Look, Simmy, We Were Here is a very beautiful song with a strong message, you know?
Yeah.
I know, Guti, you are, we palele wena, you know? So, kukhona le party le where you say, ngisho kuwe ndoda engakhathali nawe ntombi engawiseki, ne? So, bekwenzekalani when you wrote lama lyrics lawa, you know, it's almost to me as if you were writing them for yourself, but then why shouldn't just halfway? What, you know what? Let this be for everyone. But I could be wrong. I stand to be corrected.
No. It was definitely Goma for myself, and whenever mangibhala, I always try to out there. So We Were Here is really, I remember we were in studio and a fellow musician tips. If you know, and for me, I was like, it reminds me of Eskoleni, where it's just a war cry, Glaloma Sports or whatever. It's a fighting song, and it had to be a fighting song. So whatever you know, which no, we're gonna strive, you know, in whichever way. So yeah, and it's really just a song for everyone of Fananami who is at a place. I mean, I've imagined somehow out there, you know, entertain people or doing whatever Nyenza right now, but imagine, I didn't really think it would actually happen, you know. Yes. And I think, you know, I'm really just, I want to fight so hard that in the next 40 years, Gyakunju to know Simmy was here. So it's really just that type of song.
That is really hectic. That's really cool. Simmy, thank you so much for this katsako. I mean, I don't need to tell you, but I'll tell you anyway. We do love you. You truly represent us. You know, you do your thing, and we do appreciate you, Simmy Siabong.
No, Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Thank you so much.
Thank you.